If you are on the go and you must stop at a Chipotle, here are your top 3 item combination options and the worst 3 options for your health and fitness goals. Yo guys, it's Mackenzie from SciFit, and today we are talking about eating fit on the fly. If you are on the go and you must stop at a Chipotle, here are your top 3 item combination options and the worst 3 options for your health and fitness goals. As always, we will start with rock bottom and work our way up from there. Rock bottom option number 1 is 3 garlic steak tacos plus a side of chips and queso. This meal has 1,420 calories with 74 grams of fat, a whopping 27 grams being saturated fat, about 2.5 grams of sodium, 129 grams of carbs with 5 grams of sugar and 13 grams of fiber with 57 grams of protein. This option is by far the worst due to its massive saturated fat content and the amount of calories it contains. It also has a protein to fat ratio that approaches 1 to 1.5 grams respectively. The protein to carb ratio is well over 1 to 2 as well. This option will blow a day for anyone. Rock bottom option number 2 has the chicken burrito with white rice, guacamole, corn salsa, sour cream, cheese, and romaine lettuce. This meal has 1,245 calories with 61 grams of fat, 20 grams being saturated fat, slightly over 2 grams of sodium, 118 grams of carbs with 5 grams of sugar and 14 grams of fiber with 57 grams of protein. This meal has about half the calories a very large man would need on a daily basis.
Where's my burrito? Where's my burrito?
Half of the calories in this meal come from carbs. This meal also has more fat than it does protein. This meal option is pretty much a day ruined for most individuals. Lastly, rock bottom option number 3 is the sofrita quesadilla with tomato salsa, red chili salsa, and sour cream. This meal option has 965 calories with 52 grams of fat, with nearly half of that being saturated fat. Just under 3 grams of sodium, 72 grams of carbs with 8 grams of sugar and 8 grams of fiber, and only 36 grams of protein. This meal boasts an exceedingly high saturated fat content, making it an absolute no-go.
I'm never eating again!
However, it does have significantly less calories and less fat and less carbohydrates than rock bottom's option number 1 and number 2. This meal is better, but it will still sink a day for most individuals, particularly if you are looking to lose body fat. These combinations all have over a 1 to 2 gram ratio of protein to carbs. All these combinations will absolutely blow your fat intake for the day, and they also all carry extremely high saturated fat contents. Eating that much fat in a sitting is a great way to feel sluggish the rest of the day. Now that we have found the fatty underbelly of Chipotle, let's talk about the best 3 item combinations you can have. Fast and fit option number 1 is the double Adobe chicken bowl with black beans, fresh tomato salsa, fajita veggies, cheese, and romaine lettuce. This meal has 650 calories with 24 grams of fat, 11 grams being saturated fat, just under 2 grams of sodium, 33 grams of carbs with 5 grams of sugar and 5 grams of fiber with 79 grams of protein. This is my personal go-to when out and about. This meal is high in protein, boasting a 2 to 1 gram ratio of protein to carbs and over a 3 to 1 ratio of protein to fat. This meal is also not a huge calorie hit. Truth being told, you could eat 2 of these in a day and it's super easy to do, and it would keep you in balance.
I can eat many things.
By far the best fast casual meal you can have if you are trying to eat fit. Fast and fit option number 2 is the double steak bowl with black beans, fresh tomato salsa, fajita veggies, cheese, and romaine lettuce. This option has 590 calories with 22 grams of fat, with 10 grams being saturated fat, around 1.5 grams of sodium, 35 grams of carbs with 5 grams of sugar and 12 grams of fiber. This meal is also a go-to of mine for eating fit on the fly. It is also protein packed, boasting a 2 to 1 gram ratio of protein to fat. It also almost has a 1.5 to 1 gram ratio of protein to carbs. The carbs it does have are also very low in sugar and very high in fiber. We love to see it. Like the double Adobe chicken bowl, the double steak bowl also meets the criteria for eating fit. Fast and fit option number 3 is the double Barbacoa Bowl with black beans, fresh tomato salsa, fajita veggies, cheese, and romaine lettuce. This meal has 630 calories, 24 grams of fat, with 10 grams being saturated fat, just over 2 grams of sodium, 37 grams of carbs with 5 grams of sugar, and 12 grams of fiber with 63 grams of protein. This option is also a staple of my fast casual fit meals. This meal approaches a 2 to 1 gram ratio of protein to carbs and is well over the 2 to 1 gram ratio of protein to fat. It's almost at a 3 to 1 gram ratio. The carbs are also high in fiber and low in sugars, making this a perfectly viable option and a nice change of pace for eating fit on the fly. These options are the best because they are very high in protein with very low amounts of carbs and fats. The carbs are also from fibrous sources mostly. They could also be eaten multiple times a day and still have most individuals in balance. Eating combinations like these will allow you to go about your day pretty much guilt-free because you haven't blown your daily macros away in one sitting. The best part is you didn't have to cook. It is super easy to eat clean at Chipotle. If you can't eat fit at Chipotle, then the problem isn't Chipotle, it's you. Now you know how to eat fit on the fly.